from Twin Dragonfly Designs. I'm excited to be here today with Crafty Hangouts and Consumer Crafts. Consumer Crafts has provided the product that we'll be using today in our activity. So the fun thing about these crafts is they're all supposed to be able to be done in under 10 minutes. So this is a totally doable craft in under 10 minutes, which I love. So the first thing that you need are these wooden eggs from consumercrafts.com. The eggs that I have today just happen to be 2.5 inches in size, but there's a variety of sizes that you can choose from. The other supply that you'll need is a white paint marker. So Consumer Crafts also sells these in a kit. It comes with a white marker, a black marker, and then a number of metallic markers. So let me show you how to get started with this craft. We're creating some really nice decorative eggs to add to your spring display. So what you want to do is give your paint marker a shake so that it's really ready to go. And I've got one of our wooden eggs here. And we're just freehanding on this egg circles. So I'm just drawing circles. You don't need a fancy cutting machine or template. We're just going to freehand some circles with our paint marker all over this egg. So when it creates a really natural look with the wooden egg and the paint circles, the little polka dots on there. So we've got a really great polka dot pattern. You may need to go over some of these polka dots once or twice just so that it's a bit darker depending on the look that you're wanting for your egg. So the sky's really the limit. What's cool is that you can do all sorts of patterns and textures on these wooden eggs and keep them natural if you choose to. So what you also want to do if you want these to last for a really long time and kind of prevent some of the wear on your eggs is grab some Modge Podge, trusty old Modge Podge, and give it a few coats of Modge Podge so that it really is sealed well in the egg. The paint stays on for a very long time. So just wanted to let you know that there will be links below this video to all of the products that I use today. And here are some of the examples that I've created. So this one, can you see that, is just a feather. So I've just sketched a feather with our white paint marker onto the egg and created a really great feather design there. And this one's probably my favorite design. Let me see. So that's a herringbone design created very quickly with our white paint marker, and it reminds me of my table. So if you check out, maybe I'll put a link on the blog post, I'm not sure, but if you check out my blog, our dining room table is actually a herringbone design. So I've painted and distressed our table. And I love that this egg matches our dining room table and very easy to create. So to create that herringbone design, all you need to do is choose another egg and you are going to draw lines all over the egg. They don't have to be super straight. And in between these lines, you'll start to create that herringbone pattern. And again, you might need to go over each line once or twice to get your desired color. So there, right? Easy. Doesn't take a lot. Now I wanted to show you some other examples of eggs that you could create with these wooden eggs. I love that they're wooden because they're really sturdy and they'll withstand the test of time rather than using a plastic egg or foam egg, which may start to disintegrate. So what I've also done is kind of washed. I've done a bit of a turquoise wash on this wooden egg, and then I've gone and put some polka dots with our white paint marker all over the egg. If you can see in the background, that's our gallery wall behind me, and I love turquoise. So a lot of elements in our gallery wall are turquoise. And this is another of our wooden eggs, just whitewashed. So a bit of water mixed with the acrylic paint, and then just washed over the wooden egg. So it gives it more of a distressed feel. I don't know if you can see that really well. And you could even sand it if you wanted more of a distressed feel. And again, I've got that feather image painted in turquoise. There's so many great things you can do with these eggs, you guys. Something that I've done in the past is decoupage them. So if you weren't into painting, or if you're worried about your maybe your lettering or your strokes with the paint pen, why not try decoupaging? So here's some of our eggs in my vintage Pyrex. I've been looking for vintage Pyrex forever, so I'm finally starting a little bit of a collection. And these eggs are simply, there you go, decoupaged with scrapbook paper. You can use tissue paper or napkins even, and use your Modge Podge to just glue them all over each one of these eggs. So this one is scrapbook paper, and I love this tealy turquoise colored egg to kind of tie in with our decor in our home. And if you're not into eggs, so let's say you want something that might last a little bit longer in your home, you can take it out all year round. This is one of our kind of our displays on the buffet in our dining room. And this here is a ball. Consumer Crafts also sells these great decor balls, just plain. So you can cover it in any kind of material that you'd like. So this one's been covered in book. And you could, again, use tissue paper or anything that strikes your fancy and matches with your decor, and you can create all sorts of really interesting decor balls with that. So thanks so much for joining me, you guys, with Crafty Hangouts again, and Consumer Crafts, who sponsored this video and hangout. I hope to see you again real soon.